Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Sunday, June 21st, 2015, and it's time to vlog. Man, this has sure been such a crazy week. With E3 wrapping up, there's so much to discuss. I know I have a couple more conference recaps to do, and I'm sorry that they aren't out sooner, but they are still in the pipeline and they will be dropping later on next week. But till that date, we have a lot of things to discuss. And this vlog is going to be nothing but JRPG goodness, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start it off with an update on Tales of Berseria. As you guys know, Tales of Berseria was revealed a couple of weeks back. This is the first Tales game to release on the PlayStation 4, in addition to being the 5th game released on the PlayStation 3. Let me actually fact check myself. We had Tales of Graces F, both the Xillia games, Tales of Zestiria, and now Tales of Berseria. So yeah, 5 games, well technically 6 if you want to count the Symphonia HD collection. So moral of me counting on my fingers, yeah, buy a PlayStation 3 if you want to experience some Tales greatness. Bandai Namco just dropped a new promotional video highlighting Tales of Berseria. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking that this is going to be a crazy gameplay exposition, showing off the open world combat, the open sea naval gameplay, but hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen. It is anything but that. It is just that, a promotional video showing off the new main character, and that's it. That's all you're getting. Which is cool, because I don't think we should realistically be expecting a brand new trailer for a game that was just announced that skipped E3. Because when you look at the things from Japan, a lot of them like to save their big trailers and events for their game shows. So the Tokyo game shows, the Paris Games Week, you know, stuff like that, where you see a lot of Japanese support, as opposed to something like an E3. Now that's not to say we don't see Japanese developers go to E3, but when you look at it in the grand scheme of things and you look at history, they most likely tend to stay to their own events. So the new PV trailer for Tales of Berseria is available down below in the video description if y'all want to check it out. Now moving away from Tales, let's talk about another franchise that is very near and dear to my heart, Shin Megami Tensei. At this point you might as well just call it Persona, man. Persona 5, oh my god, what has been going on with this game? You guys are aware that Persona 5 is, you know, one of the most highly anticipated Japanese RPGs of all time. It's coming out PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, release date is coming soon. Yes. Yes. We learned 2 things from E3. Number 1, Atlus stay on that troll game too effing hard, man. And by that, I'm talking about Atlus are the type of people who, oh, Jesus Christ. Atlus having one of the most highly anticipated games of the year, where everybody just wants to see more about it. The trailer for Persona 5's debut has over 2 million views on YouTube. So what do? For the biggest week in gaming? Man, those motherfuckers brought the same damn trailer back for E3. Oh my god. Atlus troll level over 8,000 right here. Why, Atlus? Why do you do this to me? Why would you do that? You know we all want to see Persona 5, and you brought the same damn trailer. You had the fucking E3 badge with the Persona 5 logo. Why would you bring the same trailer? Why? And I know a lot of people are going to come in and say, well, you know, they're going to release a new trailer sooner or later. There's probably one coming in a couple of days. Cool, there's another trailer coming in a couple of days. But that's a couple days after E3, which was the biggest event in gaming of the entire year. You see the correlation I'm trying to make with the fingers going back and forth? That's what I'm talking about, man. This is just the inner Persona fanboy. Just disappointed. But enough of that nonsense. We also did get a confirmation on something we've all wanted to know for a very long time. And that is Persona 5's release date. Yes, Persona 5 was on track for a 2015 winter release, but with all the new big game announcements and all of the, well, all the hush-hush from Atlus as far as the release date goes, a lot of people were on the assumption that they might push it back for this, that, and the third. Thankfully, Atlus has come out and confirmed that that is not the case. Persona 5 is still on track for a 2015 release in both North America and Japan, so thank the Lord. Now can we get an actual release date, please? Please? Pretty please? We just got one for Persona 4 Electric Boogaloo. Can we get one for Persona 5? Like, please. But like I said with Tales of Berseria, Atlus, Japanese company, so they're probably gonna wait for a Tokyo Game Show or Paris Games Week to show off more Persona 5. But I just want to comment here and say that it takes a lot of guts. They have one of the most highly anticipated games of the year, like I've said a billion times, and they've literally shown nothing about it in the grand scheme of things. The only thing that they've unveiled was that trailer, and the game is coming out in just a couple months. So this is a prime example of letting the game do the talking. You can hype it up all you want till the cows come home, but at the end of the day, the game is going to speak for itself. I think that's what Atlus is going to do with this. You see a lot of other developers hyping up their games and doing up all the promotional material, but I deadass think Atlus can go the entire year without saying anything about Persona 5 till the week before it comes out, and then like, boom, bombshell when the game drops. If they can actually do that, and it'll succeed. Hey, the next portion of the vlog is where we're gonna be talking exclusively about Square Enix. My God, I never thought I would do a vlog talking exclusively about modern Square Enix. Shippy cray cray, yo. Let's start off with talking about one of the biggest bombshell announcements from E3, and that is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII being one of the most highly acclaimed video games of all time. Tetsuya Nomura, the man, the myth, the legend, the dude who takes way too much time in his games. He's the director for the Final Fantasy VII Remake project, coming first to PlayStation 4 and other platforms to follow. This is really interesting, because Nomura was one of the original team members on Final Fantasy VII. So for him being the game director, that's a pretty big improvement. And it's also pretty cool because he was one of the original people working on the game. One of the biggest challenges, in addition to controversy surrounding Final Fantasy VII, is that when you have this hugely popular game, this iconic franchise, this one that really started it all, even though there were 6 other games in the series prior, how in the world are you going to take that game from 20 years ago and put it in the modern setting? Now, the fan base has a million and one different explanations on how you can do that. A lot of people just want the game to stay the same, just update the graphics. A lot of people want the combat to be more like Final Fantasy 15. A lot of people just want something that's, well, something I can't even discuss. But that's one of the biggest challenges for the game, and Tetsuya Nomura commented on that. How in the world are you going to remake this game in the modern setting? And he basically said, well, yeah, it's a challenge. And I completely agree with that. But at the same time, he doesn't want to be limited. Everybody in the world has their own interpretation on how they are going to do a Final Fantasy VII Remake. But one thing that Tetsuya Nomura did confirm is that they are going to be playing around with the idea of changing the game. Now, change isn't necessarily a bad thing. I know it definitely depends on the situation and the scenario and what you're talking about. However, in the case of Final Fantasy VII, a game from 20 years ago, there is definitely some room for improvement. First off, the visuals are going to get an update, as I think we all know. But as far as the combat system goes, and materia and all this stuff that happened in the game, everything is just up in the air. One of the things that I'm really interested in, and I'll probably do a whole video discussing it, whatever they're gonna do as far as that is concerned, I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a whole video discussing this, but definitely open for change that boy Tetsuya Nomura is. But considering that we're still on the topic of Tetsuya Nomura, let's discuss a Kingdom Hearts 3 update. I can't even believe it, ladies and gentlemen. We got another update on Kingdom Hearts 3, and it is not 2017. Praise Cthulhu. Alrighty then, let's go into some Kingdom Hearts 3 greatness. So as you guys know, I did do the recap video talking about some of the things in the E3 trailer, but Tetsuya Nomura has since had interviews regarding the game. One of the biggest new additions to the title, and what really the current gen hardware offers them, is that the game is going to be seamless. The worlds that you traverse are going to no longer have the loading screens whenever you go from Area 1 to Area 2. It's going to be a complete run through. You can go and kick heartless ass to your heart's content. It's actually kind of weird though. You're saying you're gonna kick the heartless ass to your heart's content. I don't know. Weird. Nomura just basically came down and praised the fact that they have so much more power this time around, and that's to be expected when you go from doing exclusively handheld titles to being back on the consoles. He's talking about a lot of the particles and the effects and how the world really comes alive in response to like your special attacks. So if you're doing that whole tornado thing that you saw in the trailer, the grass particles move around. That's insanely cool and that's awesome to see. The Kingdom Hearts world could definitely be a lot more vibrant than it is. It's a very pretty looking world, but I want to see more interactions with the actual game world. And by that I mean, can we get some NPCs? Like, seriously? You don't want to interrupt the ball? How are you going to interrupt the ball when there are no people there, man? Most misleading thing I've ever seen in a video game, I swear. But that is insanely awesome. He also further clarified the fact that there's going to be more emphasis on new worlds this time around. So, oh, we don't have to go back to Agrabah. Oh boy, he's gonna be so hyped. So I've been hyped. You guys can tell by now I do not like Agrabah. I'm just so sick and tired of that game being in every damn Kingdom Hearts title. Seriously. And then Nomura just rounded off the interview saying that the basic foundation for the Kingdom Hearts gameplay is more or less complete. Now this is what's been really bothering me for a while because everyone's taking this quote out of context. A lot of people are thinking that the game is you know, not too far along if he's saying that. A lot of people are thinking that that means the game is more or less towards its completion if they're talking about, you know, the Tangled World and other Disney partnerships. Maybe they're getting ready to advertise this. To me, I don't really know, you guys. I do not understand what this means because, yeah, they got the basic foundation down. What, does that mean they're finally ready to go into like the main story development? That would be really depressing. You know, there have been rumors about the winter 2016 release. I'm sure you all saw the leaked trailer for it. But I just don't know at this point. So I'm not going to speculate how far along this is because knowing Square Enix, you guys remember that damn Kingdom Hearts 3 video I did? I was thinking that the game was going to come out in 2011, so I am not going to sit here and speculate anymore as far as development time is concerned. So when they say something like that, it can mean anything in the world, man. It seriously can. So regardless, Kingdom Hearts 3, it's still a thing, and well, we'll just have to wait to see more of that thing. Anyway, those were all of the news stories from this week that I thought were pretty cool and pretty interesting to say the least. What did you guys think about that? Post your comments down below in the video comments section if you want to discuss about this video. I'm NGS signing out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you guys later. Peace. It was fucking awesome, dude. That's all I really have to say. It was freaking incredible. And by all means, it should have been incredible. Because when you look at the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture here